Purpose. It's that little thing that lights a fire under your ass. Purpose keeps you going strong like a car with a full tank of gas.
Oh, hello everybody. I didn't know you were there. Welcome to the YNTAAY Minis. I'm Chris Smith, and this is Lucious Lapone Brimstone, and we're here today because we're celebrating one of our favorite musicals ever, Avenue Q, which is closing this Sunday in beautiful New York City at New World Stages, and it has been playing in New York, off-Broadway, on-Broadway, off-Broadway again, for 6,569 performances. Isn't that amazing? You know, Avenue Q started off-Broadway at the Vineyard Theater in 2003. Here's the CD. And look, I love this. It has a parental advisory label. And you're thinking, what on earth does Avenue Q have? And then you remember some of the songs like, oh, I wish you could meet my girlfriend who lives in Canada. I won't sing those lyrics. Yes, so it opened at the Vineyard. Then it was so successful, it moved to Broadway to the beautiful John Golden Theater. And it stayed there till 2009. And then it closed and went back off Broadway to New World Stages. And I think that is so wonderful that shows can do that. It's become a thing that more shows are doing. And it's very financially feasible to remain open in these difficult times. So yes, Avenue Q has an amazing set of posters that you can buy. I have all 5, and I was going to put them up on this wall, and I was like, well, we'll just hold them up and I'll put them up later in the summer. Here's my Trekkie Monster poster. He's like, the internet is for porn. The internet is for porn. Oh, and look, this is my Avenue Q book. And speaking of the internet is for porn, look what Jeff Marks wrote in the book. To Chris, grab your dick and double click. XOXO Jeff Marks. Isn't that sweet? You must pick up this book. It's a furry orange book, and it's chock full of photos and little drawings and games, and it has the libretto of the show. There's Rick Lyon, who created the puppets. You know, these puppets are like $10,000 a piece, I read. And it takes how many hours of... It takes so many hours, up to 120 hours of hand fabrication just to make one of the puppets. Isn't that incredible? You know, back in 2010, my friend Gussie and me and our dear late great friend Richard Fowkes, we got to go to a talk that Jeff Marks gave. There's Jeff Marks, the co-creator of the show. And at New Musicals Inc., they did this little talk. And he told us so many wonderful things and secrets from the show. Well, not secrets, but stories, anecdotes. He created this show with Robert Lopez, and they both did the score, and then Jeff Whitty did the book. Uh-oh, Alexa's going off. Hold on. He's back now. Oh, thank you, Kai Smithereens. Yes, so I don't remember what I was saying, thanks to Alexa, but look at this poster. This is our Kate Monster poster. And slightly overweight puppet seeking soulmate. Isn't that darling? And here's Lucy the Slut. Warning, full puppet nudity. And you know, the Avenue Q did have puppet sex in it, which was shocking back in 2003, and probably still is. This is the Rod poster. I'm not a closeted homo whatever. Isn't that darling? I just love these. You can collect all 5. And here's some of the cast in later years. You know, the show was nominated for 6 Tony Awards. It won 3 of them. Best Musical, Best Book of a Musical by Jeff Whitty, as I said, Best Original Score by Robert Lopez and Jeff Marks. And the shocking thing that year was that it beat Wicked, which, you know, I love Wicked and I love Avenue Q, but I was sort of cheering for Avenue Q because it seemed like this, you know, it was like the smaller show and Wicked was this giant show. It was like a little David Goliath thing. But yes, that was a big event that year. Did you know that Avenue Q is still the number 24th on the longest running Broadway shows list? So it's between Mary Poppins, which is 23, and Kinky Boots, which is 25. And of course, as you know, it's a Sesame Street parody. We all grew up with Sesame Street. But Avenue Q is more for adults, like in their 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever, teaching you about life and how to navigate it. The character of Gary Coleman is in it, but when actor Gary Coleman died in 2010, the performances that night on tour and on off-Broadway at that point were dedicated to him. And yes, and I told you that the puppets were designed by Rick Lyon. So we're so excited that Avenue Q has had such a long run, and it's just been such a joy to have and blast in the car, and I wish them well on their closing weekend. And this is a show that you'll see pop up at local theater and stuff, and I look forward to seeing how their puppets are. In fact, my roommate told me there's a production nearby that I need to go and check out and see how it's like. So, from my puppets to their puppets and to all of you, have a happy closing weekend. Goodbye, everybody.